chair shots. Get it right.
Welcome back, Wrestle Nerds. Victor here. Let's see who's making their way to the ring. Satellite?
Oh yeah, it's JP Savage. Corona free.
Pretty chubby flaco di Melo, mi gente.
Mischief, you heard?
Hey,
We out here
gentlemen,
staying safe.
where the fuck are y'all? Where the fuck is everybody? I'm
I'm in China.
freezing my ass off at the fucking headquarters, and y'all know where to be found.
Yo,
What's up?
what kind of headquarters is that, yo? Where you at?
Hey.
We good, man. We
Ladies
good.
and
We
gentlemen,
here. Social distancing.
I hope you guys are feeling safe and sound in your homes, quarantined as fuck like we are. But, you know, we still giving you the goods, still bringing you the news and updates on what's really going out there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a long haul out here, man. We're in a wrestling drought, guys. What's up?
Is it really a wrestling drought? Hasn't there been news and plenty to go around?
There's a lot of news. Let's get into some of that news. Let's start running some cardio, because we're running some ropes, my bad, because, you know, we got to cover a lot of shit. So first of all, WrestleMania. We already know it's going to be in the Performance Center, held on Saturday and Sunday, April the 4th and 5th, hosted by
Tuesday.
formerly known New England Patriots football fake, Rob Gronkowski. Pretty chubby. How you feel about WrestleMania taking place in an empty arena on 2 days?
Trash.
Very
Trash.
Very elaborate.
Trash. But I'll take it though. I mean, at least we're getting Mania.
That's what she said
So
about
I'll
your
take
little dick. Trash, but I'll take it though.
Oh, your grandmother?
Listen. Wow. abuelita.
You see the nonsensical impatience that has hovered over our existence in these last 20 to 30 decades has led to this buffoonery, this garbage. First, we have people bitching about the fact that they have no wrestling or no sports to watch. Don't you pay $9.99? Don't you? Don't you have YouTube?
Nah. I
Very
use
elaborate.
You have Fight TV.
I use JP's account.
You can watch a lot of product. Let's keep people safe. And WWE, we can wait till June. You're going to put on an empty WrestleMania and give us twice of the bullshit of Rob Gronkowski? Come on now.
Yo, why couldn't they give us like a Super SummerSlam?
And you know what? I would have taken WrestleMania over SummerSlam, and then push SummerSlam back even a little bit, and just name it something else. Maybe there is no SummerSlam, you know? Like, as long as you get the people in there. You sold thousands of seats now, but now what? Now nobody's going to show up. There's going to be empty arena. It's kind of shady.
What you've seen is empty arenas. Performers are having difficulty with it, right? Then why are you going to do WrestleMania? Like, the fans are the most important part of the product. The performers.
I'll tell you why.
Why? Because they're losing all that money. All those European people not coming over here.
Vince can lose the money.
Vince already lost money. XFL twice.
Right, they had to cancel
XFL
the season.
Square.
But XFL will come back and they'll be all right. I think XFL is all right. Anyway, Vince has got his money. All right. But I think what he doesn't have in recent years is a lot of goodwill. And you know what would help in some goodwill? If we got to watch fucking WrestleMania, Quarantine and Blue Chew is the new Netflix and chill. But WrestleMania over 2 days during all this madness is the only thing that we can still say is gonna happen. The thing, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Like under extreme circumstances, things are happening. And it's like WWE gave up this week, right? Like they were kind of like, oh, we can't do this shit, right? AEW's still kicking and screaming, and we'll talk about that when we get there.
Hey, shout out to AEW.
But Vince wants to be like, yo, we're going to make sure that there's something to watch that fucking day. And whatever we're going to do is going to be dope. This gives Triple H an opportunity to do something crazy, right? If it fails, fucking whatever.
Hey,
This gives people an opportunity to fucking get on the network. How about that? That was fucking tanking hard.
We'll get
Right?
to that later.
Now, instead of people fucking, like, nobody's looking forward to going there, but they're probably going to fucking watch it. Right? There are stories that are already underway. WrestleMania will be a spectacle because there's nothing else. And Vince comes out like the ultimate babyface, some goodwill in his old years. And maybe, just maybe, it'll give way to an opportunity for somebody like Triple H to kind of have more control if he's able to really enjoy himself in this role.
Well, we got a couple.
You sound like such a fucking face, bro. You become a good guy.
Speaking of face, I don't see that face. Did you freeze your screen, Mister?
What happened?
Did you freeze your video screen? I don't see you.
I'm right here. I'm hands
Well-
up. You can see?
It's frozen, yeah. We got
Like the movie, I like that
for
movie.
few more updates for Mania, and we do know it's gonna be on 2 days, and they do have somewhat of a little list of matches. Nothing confirmed though. Drew McIntyre versus Brock will
by
take
himself.
Saturday. Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, Undertaker Styles, Owens, and Rollins.
Sin alma.
They'll all take place on Saturday. Roman Reigns versus Bill Goldberg, Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch, Fiend versus John Cena will be on Sunday.
I
JP,
thought it was Seth versus Becky.
do we have any backstage rumors, any leaks, any ins on how concrete this evidence is right now?
You know how concrete this shit gonna be? It gonna be not happening because it's about to be quarantine. We're about to shut everything down. The nation's about to go down. It's about to go under. We're about to lose electricity. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know what's about to happen. Are you worried about WrestleMania?
Well, I think that's what the bad guys is definitely banking on. Hopefully, Tampa Bay can definitely shut that shit down ASAP. Shut it down.
They shut down James.
Mania. PC said, fuck
That's all I need, baby.
that. No doubt.
Yo, but wait, hold on. But real quick, like, let's not just. What multiple locations would you like to see?
Multiple.
Like, if WrestleMania is gonna be from multiple locations.
Well, the gimmick matches are rumored to take place in multiple locations, so that's another thing.
Is that
they got
the numbers thing or?
who knows at this point, right? Because I thought this 2-day WrestleMania shit would never happen, and now it looks like they're taking liberties on them and doing this shit. For
Right?
2 days. I don't know what to do with Hall of Fame, but they still mentioning that. That's another update here that
Hall
we
of
got.
Fame
New
and
name.
Takeover are gonna be for the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's smart. You don't want them
SummerSlam.
old folks around
Yeah, no.
around the coronavirus.
Well, you have to do a Skype type situation. That's gonna
How
be a
about
terrible
Jake the
situation.
Snake? Would you mind him being around a bunch of people during the coronavirus?
Ooh.
Tony Khan didn't mind.
Ooh.
All right, so how about someone that minded not having anybody at all? Ring of Honor, shutting shit down.
Indefinitely?
It's not just
Until
them
May
though.
31st.
Really. There are several companies shutting shit down. I mean, Ring of Honor we just had somebody from Ring of Honor on the Shooting the Ish. Shout out to Shooting the Ish coming soon. But hey, I don't know, man. I wouldn't risk it. Some companies are doing just like the E. What do you feel? What would you do?
Me? I mean, like people need work, right? People need something to do, and people need something to watch. People need something to distract themselves from. I mean, every channel is really like this same shit that we're all dealing with. Everybody in the world is dealing with the same fucking thing in some manner. Life is not the same for anybody. And the only thing that we have to count on is fucking WrestleMania still being on. That's why I give him so much goddamn credit. Because, ROH is not wrong in canceling. You know what I mean? Like, look at what's happening.
What I believe
is to just close.
Mischief, what I believe you're alluding to now is the failed opportunity that the professional wrestling world is not taking right now. You just said there's so many channels, so many avenues. We're waiting to be entertained. Why aren't they doing what AEW did, right? And make it entertaining without the fans, without a crowd. Make the environment themselves. Change the ambiance. Make entertainment. Give us more segments. Give us more of the smoke. Give them more stuff. Give us something to digest. Because we a gluttonous bunch of bitches. That's why.
You gotta remember too. Maybe they didn't have the staff at hand for that
But
too.
no, the numbers play
Maybe.
a role.
Yeah.
Numbers play a role. But what else do you do?
Yeah. What do you do at
There's
that
so
point?
much TV to be watched. What's up?
More power to AEW, man, for holding it down, because that was probably the most entertaining shit I've watched all for the past 2 weeks. That was, new.
Hands down, I will go down and say that Dynamite episode must have been like one of the best Dynamite episodes since AEW's existence.
That's right.
I give
and no one was
that
there.
shit I give it 1,000 sucres.
Nah, hell no. I cannot agree. You cannot tell me when they're in the ring talking to themselves, looking lost, like something's missing.
Nah, but how about we're gonna just talk about it or what? We're just gonna
Listen, there's no rules. You're quarantined.
Let's do it.
Listen, SmackDown was buns, Raw was buns,
So
NXT
SmackDown
was
started
buns.
and ended.
Pretty much.
But they were the first show, right? They were the first
so
show.
SmackDown
in
did an
empty arena.
admirable job for it being the
Yeah,
first show without the fans. It was okay. I mean, there was a lot of. I just got mad at a fan that they were doing commercials, taking a break. I mean, listen, bro. NBA players get timeouts. Why not? Shit.
Breaking kayfabe and shit. You cool with
Yeah.
that?
There's no fans there, man. It's recorded.
But
People focus on the wrong thing.
I mean, it wasn't great, but it was
No,
something.
no.
Triple H was
something.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, and hands out to
Michael
him,
Cole
man.
was great.
Yeah, he was literally on. Hunter was on every show. He was on NXT. He was on SmackDown. He was on Raw. He explained to the fans it's gonna be a different experience.
Hunter made SmackDown interesting. He made that show.
But
So did y'all catch it when he said Michael Cole escaped the chamber? Did he have corona?
Nah, but
in
I
the
heard when he
messages?
buried the talent. Triple H buried the makeup artist. He was like, I gotta do everything around here with your makeup.
Yeah.
I was like,
damn,
she got fired.
With Phillips. Nah, she didn't come.
Here's an interesting note on things, right? If we're gonna go this route, why don't we go ahead and be like, yo, SmackDown's gonna take place in the Performance Center now. Is everything gonna be there now for everything, like, going forward, or is we're gonna be doing
future
for the foreseeable future? Yeah, pretty much.
And how long is this gonna run? I mean, if we run this 2-3 months, now the fan base that's watching, it's really hardcore fans. No, how hard is it gonna be for the casual fan to tune into Raw and SmackDown in empty arenas when now
there's nothing else? The world is ending. There's nothing else to watch. They're the only show in town. It's gonna be them and AEW. There's nothing.
The fans are not happy. Fans are not happy.
What are you gonna watch?
All I'm getting on the jack phone is yo, what are they doing? What are they doing? Trash.
You know what? Pay attention to these companies that do run show. Because credit needs to be given where it's due. Like I said, people need to get fed on one side. People need to get entertained on the other. For the crown. March 28th. It's still happening for the people.
Right. Shout out to Synergy Wrestling.
For the people.
It's for the people. They said, yo, wrestlers got to get fed. They said, yo, people got to have hope. There's got to be something to do, something to look forward to. And they're putting on For the Crown. It's going to be, it's going to be online. It's going to be streaming online. Follow us and we'll send it to you.
Fight TV, baby. $9.99 on Fight TV. Shout out to Shooting the Ish with Vincent, the Horror King from Ring of Honor, former ROH Tag Team Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he put it back. He said it best. In a time of need, the best thing you can do is, buy some of the merch. Donate where you can, if you can, but it would help. It'll go a long way.
Folks, in times like these, when we are in a pandemic, it's when we need to bind together and support each other. You worry about your local wrestlers? Buy the merchandise. Go on Pro Wrestling Tees. Listen, download, click, review, right? Stuff some money in the drawers. And if we're in that spirit, make sure to give some of the bad guys some love too. Because guess what? While they ain't entertaining you, we do.
Facts on facts. What's the best thing we've seen on television this week, gentlemen?
Really? AEW. AEW was the greatest thing we saw this week.
We got two major debuts on Dynamite this week.
With the hard T. Who's that?
Chris Bay, ladies and gentlemen. The Bay Area has landed, and ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you saw it because, of course, the TV tapings are still running wild right now for Impact, and it hit a lot of hits. And ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. I cannot wait. Shout out to Shooting the Ish. JP, talk to him about my boy Chris Bay. Tell him.
Listen, the ultimate finesse is finessing his way to the entire industry right now. And he had the best debut of the week because guess what? NWA Power wasn't playing. Everybody was focused on Impact. And he had a phenomenal match. And now we ain't going to see much else. So that's going to linger until we see his next matchup, man. He had a beautiful debut.
Number one contender for the X division or some shit like that.
Right.
Coming down the pike.
Immediately.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Versus who? Another HPC Shooting the Ish alum.
Austin Ace.
We might have to bring him back for a pre-show, together at the same time, because.
All right.
Maybe a little.
Can we do the face-off?
Yeah, I think we gotta handle this.
I'll be down for that fly shit.
We'll
do the whole Showtime setup.
Let's get this shit
a
done.
Couple mothers, a couple sisters.
Let's get it done. But here's my point though. Now, I mean, with everything going on, Chris Bay just got there. How long now do we gotta wait for business to get back to usual now? Like, it sucks.
You see, you forget somebody like Chris Bay has his hands draped up everything. He just had a single come out. He's entertaining the fans no matter what. Make sure to catch this Chris Bay out there, spitting the truth. You know who else is spitting truth?
I thought Pretty Chubby Falcon was dead, yo. You alright, yo?
I'm good.
Clear.
I was looking for my hand sanitizer.
Oh, I thought you were doing.
I was gonna guzzle someone.
You were shaking a bottle of lotion. What's that, yo?
Shaky.
So AEW, ladies and gentlemen, fellas, AEW.
Ooh.
We talked about it. We said it was the best shit we saw.
What?
I for one like what everybody's been doing, man. And I like I said before, I got a lot of calls. I got people hitting me up. Yo, what's going on? I can't watch something like this where there's no crowd. It takes away from the product. I'm like, okay, I feel that, but you gotta remember these are artists. And they're performing no matter what. These guys, they've done this before. They've had matches in empty arenas. They know how to what they're doing. They can perform just as great. And I think the casual fan won't catch that. They won't see that. They don't have the attention span for it. They're not.
They better not catch it. There's a national quarantine. They can't be catching shit.
I mean,
everything.
Well, I think what has not been said is the fact that yes, these are performers. They can perform big. You're 100% correct on that end. And that's fine for SmackDown, for Raw, for NXT. But when you're talking about the main pay-per-view of the year, when you're talking about WrestleMania, there's something extra, that spice of the fandom that hits the veins of all the performers. And it becomes such an electric experience. You can't do that in a PC, bro. I'm sorry. You better have some firecrackers, some pop rocks, and some fucking Jubilees ready because I don't see nothing else gonna happen. It's not gonna be fun. Jubilee X-Men.
Jubilee. Shout out to X-Men. Shout out to Disney Plus.
I get it.
I got that shit. I'm watching all
I
that.
thought,
right? I cut deep. I mean, think about the moments that we've been able to.
No, Jubilee was the most useless X-Men.
But she can do fireworks, bro. You need to light this shit up.
4th of July, Jubilee, get the fuck over here. 5th of July, get the fuck away.
Pretty much.
Gonna look like quarantine. Like everybody's just high. Everything's moving slowly. There's no reactions, delayed reactions. This is gonna be crazy, bro.
It's still better than WCW.
What happened? What happened?
Yo,
I just heard. All I heard was dan 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 dan.
La metralleta. What happened to you?
I thought somebody was
Bobby
playing
Flocka?
Smash Brothers for a second.
Super Smash Brothers. Now
But yo,
AEW,
but
talk to me.
AEW was
Everybody,
dope.
wait. I need y'all to speak up because y'all telling me AEW, like PCF out here saying the AEW was the best Dynamite he's seen thus far. Like, bro, were you watching the same shit? Like, why are
Yes,
you
I
giving it so
was.
many accolades? Talk to me, because did this something different?
Well, apparently, on this
Dude.
week's episode of Dynamite, Jericho made it very clear he banned all the fans. He had banned all the fans from the arena
Storylines are playing
because
out.
he just doesn't
Storylines are
want
still
them.
being played out.
He does not want them there. So, yo, it's not a coronavirus thing. It's a Jericho thing, guys. Pretty Chubby, talk to him about it.
How awesome was it to see the roster, the boys, on being outside of spectators, watching all the matches? You have the heels on one side, you have the faces on the other, and they're just there having the time of their lives. How awesome is that? That's something that Raw, but that's something that Raw and SmackDown didn't do. They had nobody there.
That was the difference. But
you can't really. Can you put that blame on them though? Really? Because who knows? You know, the people stayed home. People didn't fly. Didn't travel. Right.
That's taking a risk. They had more 20 people out there. That's taking a risk. But it added another element because you had fans. You hear some cheering. There was some energy going back and forth.
Even about the inner circle, how about the inner circle got a little stronger? At the end, we got a little debut. Pretty Chubby. Who debuted for them?
The Elite. Matt Hardy.
Wait. You gonna go straight into that and skip over Brody Lee debuting, bro?
Well,
for real, the Exalted one.
I wasn't going in any order. I was just talking about what was hot, and that shit was fucking dope too.
That shit was dope. With Vanguard 1 dropping down.
So I mean, they capitalized on opportunity and debuted two of their stars on a night where there's not much else to do, and it worked phenomenally. Brody Lee came out.
Now, imagine if the crowd was there.
JP, what would it be like in a match with Luke Harper and Lance Archer now in AEW?
Brody Lee and Lance Archer going up against each other, bro. Very similar styles. That's something to see. That's something phenomenal. But you're not gonna see that because it's two heels against each other. Jake the Snake is there to take over. He's not with the Dark Order. There's something else passing up. Mischief, you out there shaking and diving, moving and moving. What's up?
Nah, man.
I'm not seeing none of that.
See, because there's no way that they put Brody Lee and Archer on the same path.
No, I said I don't see you moving up and down.
Well, that's because I ain't jerking off. Well, listen. Lance Archer, right? He had excuse me. He had a vignette come out, which was fucking dope. I thought that shit was dope as hell. Made him look like a killer. He just murked everybody that came in like this downtrodden ring in the middle of nowhere. Like, that's his fucking training. It makes him look like a monster. It's fucking great.
I thought that was a Hardy Asylum.
The compound?
The compound.
I was all wrong all month with this shit. I thought everybody was Matt Hardy. I thought everybody was Lance Archer.
That is a Shooting the Ish alum.
That's right, Lance
the Murder Hawk.
Yeah. So to put Lance Archer, who's on a path of destruction, clearly. He hasn't even done anything yet. But he's a killer. And he's with Jake the Snake, who's just been cutting. I couldn't
wait to ask you. I literally wanted to ask you, Mister. With Lance Archer there, a solid vet. You know the work he's put in New Japan. You know his loyalty. What AEW, they struck a gem with this guy now.
Bro.
Jake the Snake Roberts. Talk to me about it.
You know what it hit me like? Remember how like Jake the Snake used to come out with the bag with the python, with the cobra and shit, right? That cobra and snake would be over the motherfucker, over the rover, right? I feel that's what Lance Archer is now. He's his Komodo dragon essentially.
He's the Murder Hawk. Damien, ladies and
gentlemen. Yeah. The new and improved 2020 version, baby.
He's gonna be doing what he did back in the day, and that's the person he putting over. And Lance Archer could put in work. If you need to refresh yourself, if you want to entertain yourself, please tune in to the Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer and NJPW. the
Woo.
most recent match.
Woo.
Jesus, what a banger!
That was dope.
Please educate yourselves.
Yo,
Do
don't
yourself a
talk
favor.
about me.
Shower. Wash your
Don't
hands, you filthy animals.
don't
Pretty
talk
Chubby
about
got
me
something
and
about
Judy like
washing
that.
hands. Shout out to
Judy.
Judy.
Oh, I wash
Who's
Judy's
Judy?
hands every time. I
Shout out to Judy.
I
Shout out to
I
Meeting the Bad Guys. Check us out on YouTube on our playlist, man. Meet the Bad Guys. We've been a little busy, man. This quarantine, we've been having some fun with the videos and all that. Ching ching, getting to know each other. But yo, Pretty Chubby, you're the wild one out of the crew, bro. I don't trust you, man. You crazy.
I guess. Fuck
of
it.
all of us,
Shout
you're
out to all the
probably one
moms
that
out
needs to-
there.
Yeah, man. Did you see what he was
You need
up
to quarantine the most.
Yeah,
Who, me?
that's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
got germified. Like, what
Listen,
But the
I'ma
question
just-
remains: Do
You
we
got
have
more
to
miles than a
quarantine
$2
Broken
taxi,
Matt?
homie. I don't know why. Because of Rebby Hardy. Damn, that's fucked up.
Nah, I'll take care of that. No, the reason I'm saying is because Broken Matt comes with many diseases. There has to be. He must
That's
have
fucked
corona.
up. Especially that red streak.
This is gonna be so
His hair
great.
turned red.
It's gonna be so great because
Yeah.
it's just gonna be Matt Hardy doing whatever he wants, and it's
What
gonna be
he-
fucking fantastic.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
AEW, if nothing else, lets other people be creative, right? It's like a creative space where you can kind of be your own person. Like Lance Archer is very much. I mean, yes, this is probably a massage kind of thing with Jake the Snake, but that's pretty much who he's always been forever. Like nothing's changed about him. Like there's growth and shit, but like we're gonna see like so much fun. Sammy Guevara, right? MJF tonight. They were fun as hell. Just being a part of the crowd, like having fun, doing stupid shit. Sammy Guevara fucking sang Judas.
Jericho's theme song.
Yeah, and Jericho was corpsing, yo. Jericho was
I
like,
said,
cracking up.
Judy's on my mind.
Duty.
What they did was show that the show must go on, and it takes a team, it takes a family to put it together. That's what they showed. And I mean, I feel NXT did similar. Raw, SmackDown for what you saw, but they did it to another degree. More people were on board.
It was mostly filled with like highlights and video packages and shit like that.
There was a lot of Elimination Chamber shown.
Did you care?
The
like,
Royal
Raw
Rumble
was the Royal Rumble, right? Like that's why I'm so like yo, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Like people are still putting this shit out there. Like there's a level of danger and shit that they're putting themselves at risk for, and I'm sure they're making those decisions as adults. I'm not making a fucking decision for another adult, right? They want to go out there and do their fucking thing, and that's why I appreciate them for it, because I appreciate being entertained. Like, fuck.
I would just push everybody, all these companies, all these promotions. This is your time to shine, bro. This is your time to do something different. Like, take the opportunity. People want content. Produce it. Doesn't have to just be the wrestling. Doesn't have to be in the ring. Figure it out. Entertain us. Tell us a story. Give us a bad guy. Give us a good guy. Give us some titties. Everything we like to see. It's all great.
Speaking of all that,
even us as podcasts, let's move up. Let's level up. Let's do this damn thing. Let's entertain.
Be a satellite if we got.
Come on now. These are obstacles. You know what we do over obstacles? We jump over obstacles. We overcome them. You know what I'm saying? Sure, your dick hits the water.
You said what? Wait, you said Wakanda?
Okay. What kind of dick is that? JP's giving this inspirational speech over somebody's fucking up mic. Like someone's mic is like.
Yeah.
Damn. Was that mine?
It was definitely both of you.
You think we had enough? You think we had enough content this week to come out with an HPC of the week, fellas?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Let's try not to give coronavirus the heel of the week.
I'm out.
Let's try not to do that one.
Okay,
I'm out.
Count
me out of this one.
So, JP, who you got for heel of the week?
Heel of the week. Heel of the week. Heel of the week.
¿Quién es el malo?
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
Fucking shit up!
Government.
I'm going to go with John
Government.
Cena.
Oh,
John Cena.
John Cena. The one thing that we did not talk about was that bomb-ass promo at the end of SmackDown, right? John Cena here speaking some truth, really shooting at Bray Wyatt, talking about since he beat him, he lost it.
You're making it
He's like,
interesting.
give me somebody that I want to put over, somebody that deserves it. Bray Wyatt comes out, took us on a ride, bro. I don't know if he meant it. I don't know where he was going with it. It was different. It was uncomfortable.
It was a work shoot. It was a work shoot.
It was a work shoot,
It looked
and
like
that's
a
what
work
we see
shoot.
John Cena do for a while now, right? With The Rock, it was a work shoot, right? And it worked. So for me, John Cena, believe it or not, was the heel of the week.
You know who my heel of the week was? My heel of the week was Mr. 316 himself, Stone Cold Steve Austin, for kicking Byron Saxton in the balls.
Ooh.
He
kicked him straight up in the balls. Afterwards, he did. He apologized on Twitter, but that's fucked up.
He deserved it.
I loved Austin. I loved his segment, except the cards. So I'm
the
giving
cute cards.
Yeah.
The cards are getting heel of the week. Whoever wrote those corny ass oh man.
Vince.
And the thing is that they tried to play on the fact that there was no crowd, but it worked against them. Because it'd be like, give me a hell yeah.
Empty seats.
That was funny.
Empty seats in the back. I said,
give
me a hell yeah. Empty seats.
It's true though, Mischief. Talk to him. I mean, it's just never gonna happen again, right? Probably.
It's never gonna happen, right? So number one is that I thought that shit was hilarious because that's never gonna happen again. Number two, because next time he says hell yeah, fucking people are gonna explode because that's what's gonna happen, a collective eruption of virgin semen all over the place. But that whole segment, the whole card part was so cringe. Like,
man,
I hated it. I hated that. He should have came out and done some yo, we do this for our brothers and sisters in the back, blah blah blah. Remember, he kind of did that last time he came out, he kind of got sentimental and stuff. This would have been a really good time to unify. I mean, I'm asking a lot of Stone Cold here, but he could have just done his own regular self, talking on the mic and talking about Corona, how this is an escape and you know what I mean, and then stun Becky as soon as she came out. Bitch, I don't forget shit.
Yeah, man.
Damn, yo. There should have been some kind of altercation or something. They should have given you something.
They should have just done a face-to-face.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
I definitely want to give Pop of the Week maybe that kick that Austin gave Saxton. So in one turn, I'll just give that the Pop of the Week.
Something certainly popped.
Who gets Pop of the Week this week, guys?
Oh, damn.
Pop of the Week.
Wow, that's true. There's nobody there.
But technically, if you can't hear, you can never hear the pop.
Who was this one? Take a shot at it. Pops of the Week for this week. It definitely got to be somebody from AEW, right?
It's got to be Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Because Brody Lee was dope, right? I was like, holy shit. You knew it was coming eventually, but when, and they did a really good job of just building a storyline you cared about. Brody Lee comes out, and I'm like, all right, this is all the surprise we have for tonight, folks. There's no more surprise left. I didn't think Matt Hardy would debut.
Yeah.
If you think if this is wrestling now, if this is wrestling for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, can you watch this shit?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You watch movies, you watch fucking sitcoms, you watch all sorts of other bullshit. This is kind of the same deal. As long as they can keep producing it, we're gonna keep watching it. Fucking
Facts.
Story they made it a storyline right now. There's no fans because of Jericho and whatever. At least give us a reason to sell us a stupid ass reason. So whatever. Things are different, and you're watching just because things are different. There's nothing else to watch, so you're watching because there's something else to watch. So it's the only constant. So whatever it is, it's a fucking pop. Anything that's happening right now is a pop.
As long as it's not Matt Hardy and Rebby Sky running away from zombies, we good.
Yo. Diablo. You said Jeff Hardy?
No, Matt.
No,
Shout out to
that'd
Jeff
be-
Hardy picking up a win too on SmackDown over Baron
Yeah,
Corbin.
he's
Oh, they changed the name.
back.
It's not called the Twist of Fate anymore.
What's it
It's
called?
called the Twist of
The-
Fury. The Twist of
Yeah,
Fury.
Twist of Fury.
The
Okay.
nipple twist of Fury.
The nipple twisters of Fury.
Yo, you've been watching.
I love it.
You've been watching my videos, right?
Like,
I saw your history.
like,
God bless you. Are you okay?
I think that shit gave me coronavirus, dog.
Oh, man.
Fucking search history.
yo,
So,
so
Chubby, who you got to give the chair shot to this week if you had to?
The chair shot of the week has to go to both Raw and SmackDown. The
For not
entirety
produ- for
of
not
Raw and
produ- For not
SmackDown.
producing the show, I guess.
Yeah, man. I mean, without the crowd interaction, it was just weird. Like when Daniel Bryan came out with Drew Gulak, they were doing a yes chant, and then Daniel Bryan kind of like looked around and he just paused and he's like, "Why am I doing this yes chant? What's the
I
point
didn't
of
even
it?"
catch that. I didn't even catch
Yeah.
that. Damn. That's weird that he would
It
do
was
that. I mean,
it was
unless this is
weird.
going somewhere, but damn, that's crazy.
I'm gonna give the chair shot to the WWE for putting talent in danger, and AEW. I'm sorry, putting that talent in danger. We are an industry. We're discussing. We are fans of an industry where travel is the number one thing they do. They travel more than they perform. So they're very susceptible to catching some shit, and they got them performing.
I don't
Albeit
know.
not everybody, albeit no fans, but considering that this is about to get real quick, it's about to escalate, you're putting people at risk.
So how long before we get there? Like how what do you say? How long would you let them do this for, if at all?
I think by next week they won't be allowed to do it.
Okay. And then
Dang.
what? I want to and thanks for bringing that up because now JP tell them what they can do because this is gonna take us into our topic for the night.
Well, you could do
What
is
can
grab
we
a box
watch?
of tissues.
What have we been? What have the bad guys been watching in the past
Our
3
our
weeks?
meet our commercial.
I just-
Hey.
JP, what are some hits, man?
Listen, as I've been proclaiming from the beginning of this episode, there you pay $9.99 for a reason. There is one thing called out there, the network, that has so much content for you to devour, so much content for you to enjoy. Yes, some of it is edited, so I know you dirty fucks trying to find that, titties from back in the day. You're not gonna find it. But
You talking about Mae Young?
hey,
Nah,
sure.
turn the next page.
Shout out to May. You could, and for those who don't know May, you can find her in the Royal Rumble 1990 or 2000. 2000.
Royal Rumble
Ooh.
2000, baby. But there's things out there that we all have enjoyed. Want to come to mind real quick? If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm talking about Bash at the Beach, 96.
What'd you call me?
Oh,
What'd you call me?
I'm telling you to look at this product because that is one night where you had excellent match between Rey Mysterio Jr. and Psychosis.
oh.
You had the number one thing that made it out of this entire pay-per-view is Hulk Hogan looking like he's about to help out his boy Macho the Randy Savage. And no, it's when he makes his heel turn and joins the Outsiders. When the wrestling world was turned upside down, more than coronavirus has it now.
Oh,
More?
more is a stretch
That's
in
a
some
lot.
places. In some
Well, there was
places.
a lot of garbage.
Yo, have you been checking out Judy?
Hey.
Shout out to
Cause
Judy.
She's all
Listen, let's
stretched out.
stop beating
She
around
is
the bush.
not on the network.
Wow.
The
Judy is
best
not on
thing
the
to
network.
watch
Mischief, talk to them.
is WrestleMania 17.
Woo.
WrestleMania
Best
17
one out there, bro.
is the yeah. I'm gonna throw the best one out there because what the fuck else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, WrestleMania. Hey, WrestleMania 18 is also a fun watch, right? Like, hello Scott Hall, Austin, right? We got fucking Rock, Hulk Hogan, dog. Like, what a match! But WrestleMania 17, front to back, top to bottom, is one of the best WrestleManias of all time.
Deny that. I cannot deny that, man. That's a
TLC. right?
Yes,
We
that was
got a
the
great
third one. The
fucking
third one.
Benoit match in there. We got a great fucking William Regal match going with Jericho and shit. Like, yo, there was bangers on that card.
Pretty Chubby. I want to ask you, man, because I know your library, man. What have you been watching, man?
Who's
You
library?
want to know what? You want to know what I'm watching?
I think
I'm
I know.
watching-
I think I know.
I
I'm
hope you're washing your hands, you dirty bastard.
I'm watching NXT takeovers. That's what I'm watching.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Any of them, right?
Any of them and all of
In
them.
all of them.
And
In order.
and speaking about NXT takeover, if we remember, if we go back in time, the very first one, who made a special appearance on that one?
Ooh,
Mr.
Me.
2020 Hall of Fame inductee himself,
Very nice.
Jushin.
Jushin Thunder Liger. He was also named this week, man. With all this craziness, man, they happened to fucking name him in the Hall of Fame while people are canceling shows and shit. Like, people are canceling shows and Vince McMahon's adding more people to the Hall of Fame and shit. Like, shit is.
But it's for the summertime.
Yeah. Damn, I did not hear a damn.
Is it?
What the hell is
that? Is it though?
It's gonna be in the summer, bro.
It's gonna be in the summer.
Either way, the Hall of Fame's gonna go on.
Yeah, man.
Happen online, bro.
There's gonna be life after this.
Yo, what if the Hall of
Allegedly.
What if the Hall of Fame is moved to MSG?
Still can't. It doesn't matter, bro. Can't have people collected together in an arena.
It can't be in Australia. It can't be in Germany.
Not now. Not now.
Surprisingly enough, man, I would have thought any of y'all would have been watching more like classic shit. Like Pretty Chubby, I thought you definitely would have been watching Mankind and Taker, Boiler Room Brawl at least 3 times by now.
Oh my God!
I know, but I've been digging into Cactus Jack versus Triple H Hell in a Cell, Cactus Jack and Hunter at the Rumble, Rock and Foley. The whole Austin McMahon feud has been my cup of tea. And my
actually,
what's up? What's that?
Did anybody catch the Broken Skull
Valentine's Day Massacre in a steel cage?
Yes.
All white debuts. Yo.
Did anybody catch Broken Skull session with Bret Hart? Stone Cold and Bret Hart?
I saw that. Yo,
Goldberg.
Hey, Goldberg.
Oh,
what about?
Man, that was
what about?
First and foremost, doesn't Bret Hart come off kind of awkward, bro?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, like something's up with him, man. I don't know. He's like he don't trust people and shit. he got screwed over, and that's it.
Don't ever even talk about Montreal around them, yo.
You can see the respect between the two competitors, right? In the history, you could tell that Bret had a lot of respect for Stone Cold, actually, in comparison to some of his other adversaries, right? But what I'm looking forward to seeing is he's straight up shot. Don't understand how he's in the Hall of Fame.
The most interesting thing he said in that whole fucking thing.
Yo, that's heel of the week. How about
is the heel of the fucking week?
The world is ending. When would I agree that Bret Hart is the heel of anything? This is the apocalypse.
Who's that guy from that fake place in New England that does that fake football game?
So far
is when Stone Cold brought up the fact that his brother broke his neck, and he's like, "Yeah, but he did the right thing though."
Yo, so what are you talking about with the right thing though? Because I thought he was reaching.
Yeah.
I felt Austin was kind of reaching to see if Bret would bring it up. But then Bret kind of had to. I feel like Bret had to kind of like include something positive that Owen did. And when after he mentioned Bret goes, oh, okay, yeah. But you notice how when that happened to you, Owen got up and he walked around you and he walked away from you, right? Like to move away to give you time. And Austin agreed. He's like, yeah, that's good. That's that's good that he did that, whatever. But I felt
your brother broke my fucking neck.
Well, it was after. It was after, Bret went on about being very proud of never hurting anybody in his career, and even Megan Austin said, I can't say the same. And
Owen
he's
never,
like, but we
Owen never
can't
gave
say
him
the
that
say of.
ball,
And it's
right?
very interesting. You know why it's interesting? Because we're about to get by the dark side of the ring next week,
Oh, I
the
cannot
debut
wait. Fuck
of the
JP.
season, the new season, baby. And in this season, for the first time ever, we're gonna hear about Owen Hart. There's gonna be clips, there's gonna be conversations, there's gonna be information that has not been shared, folks. And this is something that we've been waiting for a very long time. So once again, if you're here wondering, what am I gonna watch? How am I gonna be entertained? There's a lot out there. We live in a wonderful generation. This ain't 1862. Like, you good.
You good? You
As
good?
long as we don't lose internet. If we lose
Half
internet,
of you
we're going to hell.
motherfuckers weren't leaving your houses anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I got
don't
everything
even
I need over
shower.
here, baby. Come on now.
You realize that if you shower and wash
We wouldn't
your
be
ass,
this fucking.
this wouldn't be a problem. But because you don't wash your ass, we gotta be here en my casa comiendo esta pinga.
I'll tell you though, we're
I'm
seeing.
so mad.
I'll tell you what, seeing fucking Jake the Snake Roberts, I've been looking back at his stuff, man. And I still go back to King of the Ring, right? 316 was the other day on Monday. Also Macho Man and versus Jake the Snake. When that snake was biting his arm, bro.
Oh.
To this day, calafrio. Dios mío.
Shout
He
out
didn't want to let go.
To the Jericho podcast, Jake the Snake was there telling the story about him and Macho Man behind the scenes before, how Macho Man wanted him to bite, like you was talking about before when you had mentioned before, JP.
Oh yeah.
But yo, there's a lot to watch, man. I'm telling you, I the other day I just saw a random Raw match, man. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Mr. Perfect on Raw, and yo, the gem that was just tossed in there on a Monday night, bro. You can go back and like those are things you gotta know about it. You gotta have to have been watching it and remembering it because those gems get lost. And now's the time to check all that out for $9.99 before they raise that price.
Hey,
there's a lot of content out there.
Or for free $9.99, you could look up Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots on YouTube and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Check out Meet the Bad Guys. I got the funniest video. But check us out.
And the smallest time.
Smallest.
The smallest time.
What's supposed to happen? Are there supposed to be fireworks?
Shout out to the pyro that they were using at fucking on AEW this week.
Coronavirus.
I felt like that was a bit much, but it was good. Rather excessive.
They were trying to get rid of. They were trying to get rid of the virus.
Shoot that shit out the air. You know, ammunition is sold out. Like everywhere.
That is kind of frightening.
What's happening?
What's going on with that? Mischief. What are you gonna be watching this next week?
I'm gonna be watching Pretty Chubby Flacco down. What am I gonna be watching this week? I have no idea because I already watched my WrestleManias. I think I want to go back into SummerSlams and start dipping into SummerSlams.
I'm gonna push for you, Mischief, to watch this.
Don't push me.
Next week we were supposed to watch Blood and Guts, right? A variation of War Games. And unfortunately, we're not gonna get that. So why don't you go back into the archives and watch World War III?
Oh, that's a gem that not too many people appreciate, bro. 3 rings.
Yeah. 3 rings.
The entire fucking roster.
Who organized this shit?
And one masked man from the ceiling. Oh, I've said too much. Oh, Pussy dies.
Oh no! Pussy!
Like guy said something else.
And then you told me, and I combined it with Poutine so that it wouldn't be a spoiler. I was saving you.
No, for real, Walter. No, for real, Walter White dies. I repeat, Walter White dies. Fuck.
We don't have nice things. The world is ending. I can't even watch the fucking show.
And that's all the
There's
fucking
nothing-
time we have for y'all. I don't give a damn where you got your fix from, because you got it via satellite and wherever the hell you get your I think it's YouTube right nowadays. You get your fix from. Pretty chubby.
YouTube.
What else could they do for us on YouTube when they watch
Check
it?
Yeah. Guys, don't forget to rate and review, subscribe, write a little comment, tell us if we suck, because I know what I suck. You know, me and your mom be chilling now that I got all that toilet paper for your mother, so you know she's coming over. But check us out on IG. Check us out on IG, on Facebook, on Twitter at HBC2 Sweet. And don't forget to give us those 5 stars, baby.
10 count, 10 toe. See y'all next week. Stay safe, people. Wash your fucking hands and your fucking ass.
Lávese la mano.
Mischief looks like the ghost of Venezuela.